Hey, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about how to find the missing slant height, missing side length, or missing height of a pyramid to find the surface area. So the surface area, again, is you just find all the different areas of these faces. You got, in this case, 4 lateral faces, because the base is 4 sides. And then you have the base itself. So what we're working with here is we have a side, a side length. We have a height, but we're missing the slant height, which we need to find the area of these lateral sides. So we need to find the slant height. That's really what I'd like to find here. How am I going to find that? Well, what I can do is I can kind of split this up in my head into a nice right triangle, kind of floating in space there. So we've got this right triangle, and it only goes halfway across from the center of the pyramid to the edge. So instead of going 30 feet, it will go 15 feet along the base. We know our height is 20, and I want to find the slant height of this pyramid. So I'm going to use my Pythagorean theorem, my a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And if I were to simplify and solve this, 225 plus 400 equals x squared, I could find that my slant height is 25. Or if you notice that this is a 3, 4, 5 right triangle, just all multiplied by 5. And then now that I have my slant height, I can find the area of the bases, or the area of the one base, rather, is 30 by 30. So that would be 900. And then you've got these 4 triangles that are each 30 on the base and 25 on your height. So then you can find your 4 lateral faces and add them up to your area, your surface area. But what if I have a cone and I'm missing that slant height? Well, luckily it's the same kind of procedure. My diameter is 9, so this radius here is going to be half of 9, or 4.5. So there's 4.5. And I'll leave you guys to find your slant height and then your area using that formula. And then once you're done, just unpause the video and check your work. So I'd pause it now, finish the problem, and then unpause to check your work. So 400 plus 20.25, and then you can square root that, and this would be 20.5. So it would be pi times 4.5 squared plus pi times your radius times your lateral height, or your slant height. All right, now let's look at 10. Once you have that information, what do you do with it? So let's say I used this right triangle to find a side length. I have my lateral slant height, I have my regular old height from the top of the pyramid down to the base, and I need to find that side length. Same idea, just your Pythagorean theorem, but what do I do with that information now? So this is 7.2. But that's not all the way across. That's just from the center to the edge. So to find all the way across, I would have to double that, which means that in this rectangle, my sides are all 14.4, because we're only working with square pyramids for right now. If you had a rectangular pyramid, you would have to do at least one other side, and then you could do the other sides to check, but if it's a rectangle, then of course the opposite sides should be equal. And then to find one of the lateral face areas, what I could do there is I would have the base of 14.4. My slant height right here is 17. So this would be 17, and it would just be 1/2 base times height. And then, of course, you have 4 of those, so you would need to find all 4 added up. So let me know what questions you have. Send me an email, and I will see you guys in class.